Hey everybody, this is your Town of Montgomery Supervisor, Brian Maher. We used to do these community updates a little more often. During the pandemic, we were with you every day. As the pandemic turned down, we went to more weekly updates. And now, after the last several months, we've been hard at work advocating for you, our town residents and businesses. And I just wanted to take a few minutes to give you another community update and talk to you about some of the important issues that we're facing. The first is an update on the ambulance corps. So we have put a process in place where we've established an ambulance district here in the town of Montgomery to properly fund the delivery of ambulance services here in the town. And that's something that is in one of its final phases. We have put an RFP out, request for proposals, where we are going to collect a ton of information on both the town of Montgomery Ambulance Corps being able to provide these services, as well as a hybrid model that has the ambulance corps working with a private ALS group, and also an opportunity for the town of Montgomery Ambulance Corps to lobby to have both ALS and BLS services provided by them. Either way, it's going to be a process that has the town in a position to ensure that there is oversight and that this process and this delivery of services is done the right way and that your taxpayer dollars are maximized. An important detail to understand is that the town has been subsidizing ambulance services for several years now. It's important for us to do it the right way, to make sure we're funding it the right way, and that we have everybody working together to make it happen. So I'm looking forward to doing that, and I think that we're going to make it work. Next up, I want to do a update on the security in our schools. So as you all know, at the beginning of the summer, we were dealing with several school shootings all over the country. It's something that shook us as a community, it shook the nation, and we did some inventory here on what we could do to make our situation better, to protect our kids more. So we got together with the school district, we got together with our chief of police, and we put a plan together when we identified that there wasn't protection in all of our buildings, in all of our elementary schools. We had an SRO in the middle school, an SRO in the high school, and we felt as a minimum we should have an armed police officer in every school during every single hour of the day in the school year. The school district seemed very responsive when we did our presentation, and over the last several months, I'm proud to report that due to the leadership, honestly, of the new administration with interim Superintendent Mike Bellarosa really leading the way, engaging all the village mayors, this is something that the town will not be shouldering on its own. The town and its villages will be working together to provide security in all of our schools, all of our elementary schools. So you'll have the village of Walden working with the school district, village of Maybrook, the village of Montgomery, and the town of Montgomery to cover all 7 buildings, including East Coldenham Elementary, which is located in the town of Newburgh. And I want to thank Gil Paquadio, Scott Manley, and our friends at the town of Newburgh for signing their MOU. We're all ready to go. It's all signed, and we will be able to see our kids protected to the best of our ability starting the school year. So we made it happen. I want to thank everybody for your community support and for the local law enforcement agencies who helped to make it happen. Thank you. Next up, opioid task force. We created one about a year ago, and we had individuals from the DA's office, local individuals, residents that had been impacted, that are former addicts that are still fighting addiction today. And there's a lot to do in terms of fighting the opioid drug overdose and fentanyl issues that are taking place in our community and in so many others. We looked at what we could do. And from our standpoint, education is something we can always use more of. Right here in the town of Montgomery, we have Catholic Charities and we have other healthcare facilities and other organizations that are serving our town residents, but not everybody knows that those services are out there. Not everybody knows what to look for in your kids in terms of those warning signs of having an issue with addiction. It can come out of nowhere, no matter how great of a parent you are. It's something that we can all educate ourselves on what to look out for. So we are going to release a series of testimonial videos working with our partners with Acquisitions Marketing, and we are going to ensure that we tell stories of town of Montgomery residents, Valley Central graduates that fought addiction, overcame it, are still fighting it today, but have made something of themselves and have gotten clean. We're also going to tell some stories and testimonials of those that didn't end up having a positive story and lives that we've lost due to this pandemic, this problem with opioid usage. It's something that we felt it was important for us to do our part. So we look forward to you having these videos on your social media, on Facebook, on Instagram. We plan to use them in other ways to educate kids. But please, if you see them, hit the share button, watch it for a few minutes, and make sure to share with everybody the impact that it can have and to educate ourselves and the rest of our community on what we can do to look out and provide services for those that are struggling. I also want to acknowledge our highway department. They've been putting a lot of road work in. You've seen us also pave a lot of parks. The Benedict Farm Park parking lot was done. Our town food pantry parking lot was done. And we are looking to actually go over budget this year, knowing that we have some expectation of additional revenues. We want to go and do even more road work this year. And I want to give kudos to Sean Mears, our highway superintendent, for putting a plan together to allow us to do additional roads on top of what we've already done. And it's something that is very important for us. Our infrastructure is key. And I'm also working with state DOT. Our roads continue to be in disrepair every single year, the state roads, not just the town roads. And we work with them to try to get them to fill those potholes and do as much work as humanly possible with the resources that they have. So we're working on both those fronts with the highway superintendent. And if you have a road that you believe is in bad shape and you have a question on when that might be repaired and what pecking order it's in, shoot us an email, reach out on any of these issues, and we will get you an answer to that question, okay? Our new highway garage, we bonded to put a new highway garage in. It's been many, many years in the making. The facility that our workers work out of right now is dilapidated. It's not something that's really modern, and it doesn't allow us to really protect our vehicles and give them long-lasting lives, and it definitely will lower maintenance costs and will allow our vehicles and everything that we need to do from a highway department standpoint to last longer and to be maximized more. So we're very excited that that building was invested in, that groundbreaking will take place likely at some point this year, and it's something that I know will help improve services in the long term. ARPA funding. We are using ARPA funding. We have purchased some emergency services equipment. We have dedicated funding to the revitalization of the Colden ruins off 17K. You've probably seen it. It's a gateway into the town from the town of Newburgh. And on your right-hand side, there is this beautiful piece of history that's sitting dilapidated. It's overgrown. We want to beautify it. We want to have it be more of a welcoming area. We want to pave part of the parking lot. It's a 4-phase project that is quite expensive, but the first phase is about $140,000. We're going to use that to be a catalyst to create this revitalization project and really bring that area back to life and allow that history to be taught and exposed for many people to see. And hopefully one day it can even become a bit of a tourism destination and an area where we can be very proud of. So that is our hope, to revitalize the Colden ruins. There are other areas that we're working on right now. The old Mazer Arnott house is actually on the property of where Amazon is. That is also being repurposed. YIT, a veterans organization, is working with the town right now on a long-term lease that will house veterans looking to reintegrate back into society. So that's a very, very great mission and something that we are partnering with as a town of Montgomery. And we are super proud of revitalizing these old historic buildings. There's others in the town that we need to get to, and I know that. But we're happy to be able to at least get this work done and work with these amazing partners to do so. Our recreation department is going to host a kids movie night in Encanto, September 9th. Friday, September 9th, we are going to host it. And that is going to be right here at Town Hall, 110 Bracken Road. And we are really, really excited to do this for the first time. Other villages do it, and we felt it was important to try it out here in the town. Please save the date, bring your chair, bring your blanket. It's going to be kind of doors open at 7 p.m. It's going to be outside, and it's going to be 7 p.m. Encanto showing right here at Town Hall, 110 Bracken Road. So save the date, bring the kids, and we'll be really enjoying that evening as well. We're going to be raising money for, as a volunteer if you want to, we're going to be raising money for our Walk to End Alzheimer's, which is going to take place in October right here at Benedict Farm Park. So if you'd like to make a donation during the movie night, you'll be able to do that as well. And I want to say congrats again to the Girls Little League for being section champs, regional champs, and coming really close at the state tournament. We actually brought those girls to a Yankee game not so recently, and I know they had a great time. And we were very proud of how they represented our community. Montgomery Little League and our entire area. So congrats again to the Girls Little League. And the last thing I want to say is my wife Becky and I are expecting our third child this week. She's going to be induced on Thursday. And having 3 kids, being a dad, has been such a motivating factor for me to live a life of public service, to serve here in the town of Montgomery community. And it's why I get up and do what I do. I love serving. I love being able to answer the phone and help people. But really, I want to be able to provide opportunities for my children, your grandchildren, and that's why I do what I do. So please hit the share button on this video, get this community update out. And as always, if you have any issues, my door is always open, my phone is always on. Give me a call, shoot me an email, shoot me a Facebook message. We're here to help. We're here to be leaders, and very proud to be able to be in this position to do so. Thanks so much, and you guys have a great day.